If you're planning to walk the Cotswold Way, here is just a couple of things before you get started. The first thing is for route tracking, you can use the All Trails app. They have the entire thing in there from start to finish, or they even have like the different segments broken up so you can just do a little bit each day. But I found it to be extremely accurate, and I liked being able to see the pace that I was going and like how much further I had to go before I got to my destination. I did also get a physical map from the post office in Camden before I left, but I honestly never really touched it, and now it's just a nice souvenir. The second thing is they do have a luggage service, so if you don't want to carry a big bag every day or you're not camping or anything like that, you can actually have someone move your suitcase from hotel to hotel every single day, and that's really going to help save your back when you're on the trail. Now, the third thing is that this is known as an end-to-end hiking trail, which means that most people are going to be stopping in town and staying in hotels or inns every single night. However, I just saw a video online of someone hiking the entire length of Britain, and he is actually camping every night. So it is possible to camp along the way. Definitely do your research around like the laws in the UK around like public land camping. But for the most part, everyone is staying in an accommodation every single night. This also means that it's something that you do kind of need to plan in advance, especially if you're using that luggage service, because they need to know where to take your bag. I hiked this pretty early in the season, so it was okay for me to book like 3 or 4 nights in advance. But if you're hiking at the height of the season, like in the summer or in September, definitely want to book everything in advance because the towns are small and there's only so much accommodation that they do tend to book out. My biggest challenge was always the weekends, because there's people from the cities who are coming into the Cotswolds just like for the weekend to hang out, and there's no like specific accommodation just for hikers like there is on say like the Camino, so you are kind of booking rooms along with other like visitors to the area. And then my last advice would be around like training for it. I didn't train for it. I had some level of fitness before I went, but it was even harder than I thought it was going to be. And I met a couple other people who were like, yeah, it was harder than I thought it was going to be as well. So if you have the time to train in advance, I would do like running, long walks if you live in like a more of a flat area, kind of like I do, or even going to the gym and walking on the treadmill at an incline or doing the stairmaster. That's really going to help. And lastly, knowing what shoes you're going to wear on the trail and training in them. I did not do this. I got massive blisters my first 2 days, and then I ended up dealing with that for the rest of the time that I was on the trail. Although shout out to blister patches, specifically the Compeed ones. That's the ones I was buying. But you can probably get them in your home country before you leave. If not, definitely go to the pharmacy when you get to England and stock up on those blister patches, anything you might need, because I didn't do that. And sometimes you get to these towns, they're not big enough to have a pharmacy, or if you get there too late, the pharmacy's already closed. So while you do have access to things when you're on the trail, it's not like completely remote. It's not necessarily access to the same things every day. So yeah, those are my few tips just for getting started. This is probably my last video I'm going to make on the Cotswold Way, but if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and I'm happy to answer them. Happy travels!